Today, the top English clubs and the top Spanish clubs battle it out in the ultimate competition. 4 divisions, the Premier League, Championship, League 1 and League 2, all filled with clubs only from England and Spain. And for 10 full seasons, we will count all trophies won to see which country comes out victorious. Premier League title, Championship title, League 1 title, League 2 title, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. We are counting everything. Now, in a previous video, we had England face off against Germany, and England came out ahead. But can English clubs withstand the wrath of the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona, Atletico Madrid? There's a lot of good Spanish teams in La Liga. So let's go. Let me show you the 4 divisions and where every club is seated. But before we do that, can you please hit the like button for me, the subscribe button as well with the little noti bell? I would really appreciate it. We're on the way to 200,000 subscribers, and hopefully we'll get there soon. Let's go. It's England versus Spain. So in League 2, our 4th division, we have the bottom 11 clubs from the 2nd division of Spain, the bottom clubs from the Championship, and a couple of clubs from League 1. Clubs like Sheffield Wednesday, Amorebieta, Huesca, Rotherham United, QPR, Portsmouth, Plymouth, Cartagena, Andorra, Cardiff City, Eldense Mirandes, Blackpool, Barnsley, Alcarson, and Burgos. In League 1, our 3rd division, we have the top 11 clubs from the 2nd division of Spain and some of the top Championship sides from England. So we have clubs like Albacete and Birmingham City, Blackburn, Bristol, Leganes, Tenerife, Coventry, Elche, Hull City, Ipswich, Levante, Middlesbrough, Preston, Real Oviedo, Sporting, Valladolid, Espanyol, Zaragoza, Eibar, Sunderland, Swansea, Watford, and West Brom. Now, the Championship is where it gets very interesting because it is the bottom half of La Liga plus the bottom half of the Premier League and a couple of high-quality Championship sides as well, just because there are more English sides, but not by much, honestly. Bournemouth, Brentford, and Burnley, Crystal Palace and Cadiz, Deportivo Alaves and Everton, Fulham and Getafe is here, Granada, Leeds United, Leicester City, Luton Town, Norwich Forest, Celta Vigo, Mallorca, Rayo Vallecano, Sheffield United, Southampton, UD Almeria, UD Las Palmas, Valencia, and Wolves. And finally, our top division, the Premier League. It is 20 clubs. We have 10 top La Liga sides, 10 top Premier League sides for a total of 20. It is Arsenal, it is Aston Villa, it is Athletic Club Bilbao and Atletico Madrid, Brighton, Osasuna, Chelsea, Barcelona, Girona, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Real Betis, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, Sevilla, Spurs, Villarreal, and West Ham. So now that you've seen the 4 divisions and where every club is seated, let's go to the end of season 1. Who is coming out on top? Who is taking the lead? Who will win more trophies in the end? Will it be England or Spain? The first season has come to an end, guys, and we're gonna start in League 2. Who is taking the early lead? And it will be England because Bolton won League 2 22, 16, and 8 on 82 points with no Spanish teams in sight. So it is 1-0 for England. But Spain will instantly equalize, guys, because in League 1 it was Espanyol, and actually Spain dominated League 1. It's 1-1, and Spain will take a 2-1 lead because in the Championship it was Getafe that won it. They're getting promoted to the Premier League. In the Premier League it was Real Madrid that won it by 2 points over Manchester City. Barca in 3rd, Arsenal in 4th, and Atletico Madrid rounded off the top 5. So it is 3-1 for Spain. But Man City will get one back for England because they won the FA Cup over Manchester United 3-2. So it's 3-2 for Spain now. But Real Madrid do the double and they take a point right back because they won the Carabao Cup over Athletic Club Bilbao 4-2 for Spain. In the Champions League, no Spanish teams, no English sides. It was PSG over Galatasaray. Galatasaray went to the Champions League final but lost 4-2 on penalties. And the Europa League again had another French winner. It was Marseille over Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen 4-2. And our last tournament in the Conference League, again the same thing. No English clubs, no Spanish clubs. It was Fiorentina over again a Turkish club in Fenerbahce, but they lost to Fiorentina 2-1. So after the first season, Spain is leading the way 4-2. Let's go to the end of season 2 and see if England can close the gap or maybe take the lead. Season 2 is over, guys. We're gonna go to League 2 and see what's going on, and England will be able to get a point back because in League 2 it was Swansea City on top with 88 points, so it is 4-3 for Spain. And England will tie it up in League 1 at the hands of Burnley because Burnley lasted out Tenerife and Deportivo Alaves and they won League 1 on 84 points. So all of a sudden it's tied up. It's 4-4. And England will take a dramatic lead in the Championship because it was West Ham that won the Championship. It's 5-4 for England. And oh my gosh, England does the clean sweep around the leagues because in the Premier League it was Manchester City that won it. All of a sudden it's 6-4 for England. And Chelsea will extend that lead for England in the FA Cup because they beat Real Sociedad in the final 2-1, 7-4 for England. But Barcelona will get one back for Spain because they won the Carabao Cup 1-0 over Manchester United, and it is 7-5. In the Champions League, though, it was PSG against Arsenal, and Arsenal won the Champions League 3-1 over PSG, getting another point for England. It's 8-5. The Europa League will not count any points for anyone because it was Roma over Juventus 2-1. And in the Conference League is the same thing as the Europa League, no English sides or Spanish sides. But hey, if you're a Rangers fan from Scotland, you won the Conference League 3-2 on penalties over Monaco. Congratulations. So 2 seasons are completed and England is leading the way 8-5. I wonder if Spain can come back in season 3. The 3rd season is over. Back to League 2 we go. Can Spain come back? And yes, they can. They can get a point in League 2 because it was Albacete BP that are crowned champions of League 2 on 92 points. It is 8-6 for England now, only a 2-point gap. And the gap will shrink once again in League 1 because it was UD Las Palmas that won it on 99 points, so it's 8-7. But Leicester City in the championship has something to say about that, and they'll take a point right back because they won the championship 27-15-4, so it is now 9-7. And in the Premier League, Man City will do it again because they won it on 80 points, 2 points above Barcelona. But Manchester City get England its 10th trophy. They're into double digits. But in the FA Cup, there's Real Madrid. That's the Real Madrid we're talking about. It was a Spanish final. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid get a point back for Spain. And Barcelona will get another point for Spain in the Carabao Cup because they beat Spurs on penalties 4-2. And all of a sudden, it's 10-9, only a 1-point lead for England. But in the Champions League in Season 3, it was Darwin and Liverpool 2-1 over PSG. Liverpool gets England its 11th trophy. The Europa League, though, no one gets a point because it was Napoli over Atalanta 3-1. But in the Conference League, it will be Real Madrid 4-0 over Borussia Mönchengladbach. Congratulations, Mönchengladbach. You went to a final, but then you got absolutely destroyed by Real Madrid 4-0. And so after 3 seasons, it is 11-10 for England. There's only a 1-point difference. Let's go to Season 4. The end of Season 4 is here, and the race is so close, guys. It's only 11-10. We're gonna go to League 2. In League 2, well, it's gonna be 12-10 for England because Stoke City won League 2 12-10. And Norwich City will win League 1, giving England trophy number 13. Lucky number 13, 93 points for Norwich City over CD Leganes. It is 13-10 for England. While in the championship, England will widen that gap even more because it was Crystal Palace on 94 points over Brighton, 14-10 for England. But Barcelona will win the Premier League and Real Madrid will come in second. 84 points for Barcelona, 76 for Real Madrid, 14-11. In the FA Cup, Real Madrid will win it again over Spurs. Spurs are going to a bunch of finals, but they're not winning them. They're losing them. 14-12 now. And in the Carabao Cup, make that 14-13 because it was Real Betis over Sevilla. A very surprising final, an all-Spanish final. So the gap is again only 1 point. Real Betis wins one. But in the Champions League in Season 4, no English clubs, no Spanish clubs. It was PSG over Juventus 2-1. The Europa League, though, was won by Real Madrid over Benfica. It's tied. It's 14-14. And finally, in the Conference League in Season 4, no English sides, no Spanish sides. It was a German side, Eintracht Frankfurt over Spurs. So going into Season 5, we're actually tied up. It's 14 trophies for England, 14 trophies for Spain. But I feel like Spain is really heavily relying on Real Madrid. Real Madrid is winning a lot of titles for them. We are halfway through. Season 5 is in the books. In League 2, Spain is going to take a 15-14 lead, guys. Racing Club, 95 points. So it's 15-14 for Spain. But Middlesbrough in League 1 contributes to the cause for England. They win League 1, 81 points. It's all tied up again, 15-15. This is insane. And England will take the lead because Leeds United won the championship by 1 point over Athletic Club Bilbao on 87 points. Leeds United give England a 16-15 lead. And holy mother of potatoes, in the Premier League, it was Chelsea. Chelsea beat out Real Madrid 17-15 for England. And I mean, Season 5 has everything because the FA Cup, it was won by Manchester United over Arsenal. And it's 18-15 for England. And the Cups were a clean sweep for England because it was Arsenal over Atletico Madrid 2-0, 19-15 for England. But the Champions League, no English sides, no Spanish sides. It was a German side, Borussia Dortmund 3-2 over Juventus. And the Germans won the Europa Europa League as well. RB Leipzig 3-2 over the French side Marseille. But Real Betis gets a trophy back for Spain in the Conference League because they beat Atalanta 2-1. So heading into season 6, it is 19 trophies for England and 16 trophies for Spain. All right, season 6 is over, guys, and in League 2, it was Luton Town, and they get England their 20th trophy. They dropped all the way down to League 2, but they won it on 99 points, 20-16 for England. And Watford will also contribute because they won League 1 on 79 points over Espanyol, so it is 21-16 for England. But the championship was won by a Spanish side, Valencia, over Brentford and Brighton and Osasuna on 93 points, so it is 21-17 now. And the Premier League in season 6, guys, was won by none other than Real Madrid over Manchester City. The Spanish giant does it once again. It's 21-18. The FA Cup in season 6 saw an English club and a Spanish club, and it was Liverpool over Atletico Madrid. It's 22-18. But Sevilla does get one back in the Carabao Cup against Manchester United. 3-1 for Sevilla, 22-19. And of course, it had to be Real Madrid that won the Champions League over Monaco 3-1. So Real Madrid gets Spain its 20th trophy, 22-20 now. The Europa League did see an English team make the final, but they lost. Man City lost to Inter Milan 2-1. And the Conference League was won by Fiorentina over Anderlecht, the surprising finalists. So after 6 seasons, it's as close as it gets. 22 trophies for England, 20 trophies for Spain. I feel like it's gonna go all the way down to the final season, maybe in the final few matches. Let's go to the end of season 7. All right, so the 7th season is over, guys, and I can tell you that officially Rotherham has contributed more in this video than Spurs, because Rotherham won League 2 on 99 points, winning England its 23rd trophy. And in League 1, Coventry won England a trophy. Coventry City on 90 points over Levante. It's 24-20. Are we going for another English clean sweep in the leagues? Because in the championship, it was Leicester City on 95 points, 25-20 for England, a 5-point lead. No, unfortunately, we will not have a clean sweep, but we had a surprising Premier League winner. It was Sevilla. Sevilla won the Premier League over Real Madrid, so it is 25-21. The FA Cup in season 7, it was a big final. It was Real Madrid and Manchester City win England its 26th trophy. And in the Carabao Cup, Spurs lost another final. 27-21. This is probably the biggest gap we've seen so far. It's a 6-point gap, and England's lead will increase even more. They've absolutely dominated season 7. Champions League winners, Manchester City 2-0 over Fiorentina, 28-21 for England. The Europa League, though, didn't see any English sides or Spanish sides. It was Lazio over the Portuguese side Porto 2-0. And in the Conference League, we did see a Spanish team go to the final, but it was Napoli that won it 2-0 over Sevilla, so no one gets a point. So in season 7, actually, Spanish clubs only won a single trophy, and it was Sevilla in the Premier League. They won absolutely nothing else, and so going into season 8, the lead is 28-21 for England. This is the end of season 8, guys, and I'm telling you, I hope that Spain isn't collapsing, or they got to get their stuff together. In League 2, it was Swansea on 82 points over Blackpool and Racing Club, 29-21 now, an 8-point lead. But Spain will get one back in League 1 because it was Real Valladolid on 92 points, followed by Sporting and Hull City and Deportivo Alaves, so it's 29-22. But Crystal Palace will win England its 30th trophy in the championship over Girona, 30-22, back to an 8-point gap. And Man City will make it 31 because Man City won the Premier League over Atletico Madrid, Spurs in 3rd, Chelsea in 4th. Spain is collapsing, guys. It's 31-22. And Man City did the double because they won the FA Cup over Real Sociedad 2-1. It is 32-22. And Newcastle won a trophy as well, guys. 1-0 over Liverpool. I'm wearing a Newcastle kit today. 33-22 for England. In the Champions League in season 8, no Spanish clubs, no English clubs. It was PSG over Bayer Leverkusen 5-1. And in the Europa League, again, the same thing. Another French winner, but no English clubs or Spanish clubs. AS Monaco over Wolfsburg 2-1. But the Conference League does see Spain get one back. Barcelona 2-1 over Torino. It is 33-23. So with only 2 seasons remaining, season 9 and 10, and Spain being down by 10 trophies, they really have to to pick it up in the last 2 seasons. They have to win a bunch. Okay, guys, season 9 is over. Can Spain start making a miraculous comeback? They're down by 10 trophies. They need to start winning. But in League 2, it was Stoke City. 85 points for Stoke City, 34 to 23, an 11-point gap. And in League 1, that gap will increase even more to 12 points because it was Norwich on 86 points, 35 to 23. England is starting to run away with it. And make that 36 trophies for England because it was Brighton that won the championship on 94 points, 36 to 23. An absolute clean sweep for England in season 9 in the leagues. Manchester City 72 points over Real Madrid, 37 to 23 for England. In season 9, Spurs won a trophy, guys. They won a trophy. They beat Real Madrid 3-1, 38 to 23. Spurs contribute. Real Madrid loses in the finals, but Villarreal gets one back in the Carabao Cup over Manchester United 3-2, 38 to 24. And in the Champions League, no English sides, no Spanish sides. Inter Milan over Bayern Munich 3-1. But in the Europa League in season 9, it was Manchester United 3-1 over Napoli, earning England its 39th trophy. And the Conference League had a very surprising winner, although we did have an English finalist in Newcastle United, but it was the Dutch side AZ Alkmaar that won the Conference League. Hey, if you're an AZ fan, Alkmaar fan, congratulations, you won a trophy. So going into the last season, it is 39 to 24 for England, and Spain mathematically cannot catch them anymore. There's only 9 trophies left up for grabs, but the lead is 15. So England will win this battle, but we're gonna see with how many trophies. The final season, season 10 is over, guys, and in League 2, it was FC Andorra that are crowned League 2 champions on 87 points, earning Spain its 25th trophy. But League 1 was taken by Sunderland, earning its 40th trophy for England over Las Palmas and Deportivo Alaves and Villarreal B and Espanyol, 40 to 25. The championship in season 10 was again won by Leicester City over Getafe and Osasuna. Leicester City were just too hard to break, 41 to 25. And the Premier League in season 10 was won by Real Madrid, just like they started in season 1. They won it in season 1, they won it in season 10, 41 to 26. The FA Cup was given to Manchester City in season 10, again over Atletico Madrid. Another final loss for Atletico Madrid, 42 to 26. But it was an all-Spanish Carabao Cup final. It was Real Betis and Real Madrid came out victorious 2-1, 42 to 27. The Champions League in season 10 was won by RC Lens over Real Madrid. They beat Real Madrid on penalties, so Spain doesn't get a point. But in the Europa League, it was England that fails to get a point because Arsenal lost to Borussia Dortmund 2-1. And finally, in season 10, the Conference League, it was the most random European final I have ever witnessed. It was FC Utrecht and Union Saint-Gilloise, and Royal Union Saint-Gilloise won 1-0. So at the end of it all, England are once again crowned champions, guys. 42 trophies for England, 27 for Spain. It was kind of close up to about season 7, but then after the 7th season, England really ran away with it and Spain didn't have a leg to stand on. But I feel like Spain really relied on Real Madrid and Barcelona because, for a fun fact, out of the 27 trophies that Spain did win, 10 of them were won by Real Madrid and 4 by Barcelona. So 14 trophies out of 27 trophies for Spain were won by 2 clubs. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay happy and stay healthy. Always keep smiling. And if you have other cool ideas that you want to see on the channel, make sure to let me know about them in the comments. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video, which is probably tomorrow or the next day. All right, peace, 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 peace.